First, I'd like to begin by welcoming everyone and thanking each one of you for being here on this joyful day. For those of you I haven't met, my name is Lily, and I have the honor of officiating today's ceremony, not only as someone who loves both of these two deeply, but as Brandi's sister. And in just a few minutes, I'll become Dusty's favorite sister-in-law, though I'd like to think I already am. Truthfully though, Dusty's been a brother to me for much longer than today makes official, and it means the world to stand here beside the two of them as they take this step together. Some relationships start with a grand gesture, others with a simple hello. But in this case, it all began with a coffee order at Dunkin'. Who would have known that one ordinary morning would lead to a lifetime of love, laughter, and family? Today isn't the beginning of your journey. It's a celebration of what's already been built. A foundation grounded in friendship, trust, and lasting love. They've built a bond, a partnership founded on respect and understanding. Together they've built a beautiful family, blessed with two wonderful children who are living reminders of their devotion and joy. Proverbs chapter 17, verse 6. Children's children are the crown of the aged, and parents are the pride of their children. That verse speaks to legacy, the kind of love and strength that's passed from one generation to the next. And Dusty, I think everyone here can see the kind of man, father, and partner you've become. Proof that love, guidance, and character never fade. They live on through you and through the family you and Brandi continue. I can't think of a better place than here on this beautiful riverfront for this special occasion. Not only for the couple, but for all of us lucky enough to know you. It warms my heart to see the way you look at each other.
Have you guys kissed and everyone celebrate?
As a brother is the only person on earth for you. You met, you grew together, and through every twist and turn, you become one another's world. Relationships aren't always easy, but I trust these two. I have faith in their love, their friendship, and their commitment to one another. I know they'll be there for each other, loyal, devoted, growing, and supporting one another through every chapter. And at the end of the day, isn't that what we all want? To be with our person, the one who makes every single day just a little bit brighter.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I can't believe I get to marry you. Dusty, the very first time I saw you walk through those glass doors, I knew. In that moment, my whole universe shifted, and I just knew I would love you. I can't describe what it feels like to want something so badly and actually get to have it. I get to spend the rest of my life with the most beautiful person I've ever met. I fell in love with your strength, your kindness, and your brilliant mind. I love the way you protect me, make me feel safe, cherished, and endlessly loved. You remind me every day that I am the most beautiful woman you have ever seen. And because of you, I walk through this world with confidence and peace. Together, we built such a life, a full life, from our cross-country adventure to buying our first home to raising two amazing little girls. Watching you be their dad has been one of my greatest joys. The way you love our children, make them laugh, teach them, and show up for them every day is incredible. You're the kind of dad they'll always look up to. You've taught me patience, compassion, and what it truly means to love someone unconditionally. Because of you, I know what real partnership and love look like. I promise to love you always and cherish the life we are building together. I promise to stand by your side, support your ambitions, and celebrate your victories. I promise to grow with you, learn from you, and continue building a life full of love and respect. Our story started with coffee, and every sip since has reminded me how truly lucky I am. Today, I get to call you my husband, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. I love you, today and always.
I can't kiss her yet.
No, it's not that time.
All right. Well, you are the most beautiful bride I've ever seen.
Thank you.
Brandi, when we first met, I was losing myself. The man I pictured growing to become had been sidelined. Being with you brought me back. Your beauty and your personality captured my attention, for you're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. Your mannerisms are adorable, and your jubilant laugh is contagious. But then after that, I witnessed your strong practices of respect and your integrity. I saw in action your strict stances on doing the right thing for the right reasons. You are the total package I had been searching for. I had to pursue you, which I did for quite some time. Your youth was not a weakness, because in fact, you had what most people do not. Dignity, wisdom, a deep assurance of the truth of your principles, and a clear perspective on life that aligns with my own. I didn't change immediately to be worthy of such a woman, but you stood by me. You've sacrificed your wants for your family, for our family, and you have instilled good values onto our beautiful children. They could not ask for a better mother. I'm very vocal about how I thank God every day for allowing me to gaze upon his hottest angel.
Stop it. We're at a wedding.
It's you, yeah. But the love and guidance you give Willow Pearl and Murphy Rose are what I love most about you. I'm totally yours for a plethora of reasons. Your strength of character and your conviction are exactly what I needed to become strong again myself. These traits of yours also benefit our children greatly. In so many ways, you are the glue which holds your Burnett's together. The name Brandi Burnett is long overdue. I vow to dream with you and always of you. I love you unconditionally, and I will continue to do so.
Having shared their vows, Brandi and Dusty will now make their formal commitment to one another. Brandi, do you take Dusty to be your husband, to have and to hold, in sickness and in health, in good times and in bad, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Dusty, do you take Brandi to be your wife, to have and to hold, in sickness and in health, in good times and in bad, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Brandi and Dusty will now exchange rings as a symbol of their love and commitment to one another. Rings are precious metals, and their circular shape represents eternity, love with no beginning and no end. They are the visible seal of the vows you've just spoken, a daily reminder that your love is unending. Brandi, please place the ring on Dusty's left hand and repeat after me. As a sign of my love,
as a sign of my love,
that I have chosen you,
that I have chosen you,
above all else,
with this ring I thee wed.
Dusty, please place the ring on Dusty's left hand and repeat after me.
Brandi.
As a sign of my love,
As a sign of my love,
that I have chosen you,
that I have chosen you,
above all else,
with this ring I thee wed.
By the power vested in me and in the state of Florida, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Dusty, you may kiss your bride. It is my pleasure to introduce, for the first time as a married couple, Mr. and Mrs. Burnett.
Lift their hands up and celebrate. Woo! Hold it, hold it, hold it. And I'm gonna walk in and do a video. Hold it, hold it, hold it.
Brandi and Dusty, I couldn't be more proud of these two people right here for the truly genuine people they are, the parents they become, the future they will make together. They balance each other, challenge each other, and bring out the very best in one another. I love you both so much. Dusty, I couldn't be more proud of the man you are. You hold your family with such love. My little baby, I could not be more proud of the woman you've become. My little firefly, my little light that shines brighter than the sun. You, my girl, make me so proud each day. Let's raise our glass to the now Brandi and Dusty Burnett. May your journey together be filled with adventure, joy, and unshakable love. And may your Wi-Fi signal always be stronger than your disagreements. Yes. Mom.
Yes. Thank you, Mom.
Good afternoon, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Eric Wright. I first want to start off in thanking you, Wright, for asking me to be part of their special day. This really does mean a lot to me standing here today. I can honestly say it's been a privilege to call Dusty one of my best friends. Many weddings have come and gone, and now it's Dusty's friends. When Dusty asked me if I could travel for his wedding, I didn't hesitate for a second. I wouldn't miss this for the world. Knowing I had to prepare something to say as the best man, I struggled to sum up something I could say about Dusty. How do you talk about someone you've known for so long in just a few short minutes? I figured I'd just share a few memories to describe his character. Smart, funny, kind, handsome, dapper. But enough about me. We're here to talk about my friend Dusty. I've known Dusty for 26 years, which is over half my life. This just further proves the point that time goes so incredibly fast. Every time I think back to this Every time I think back to this day, it doesn't seem that long ago. I met Dusty through a mutual friend on the back patio of our high school. After we talked for a while, I realized that we had the same sense of humor, and I knew that I was going to get along with him very well. I was just an odd 15-year-old kid, so I was really happy to find someone who tolerated my corny jokes in the critical world of teenagers. We spent a lot of time at school quoting lines from movies. Norm Macdonald and Monty Python were some of our favorites. I had watched these movies so many times because of him. It always amazed me how he could remember these lines from these movies so effortlessly. We didn't just quote these movies. They inspired us to create our own film. Dusty and I were teamed up for a history class project to create a video. It was a legendary comedy masterpiece. Down in my basement, there exists an 8mm cassette tape with evidence of Dusty in a caveman costume. He is singing gibberish while dancing around the tree. I also had a full head of hair.
Wow, that was long ago.
We were young and times were different back then. Not a smartphone in sight. Dusty also introduced me to the core group of friends I had in school. He would meet up with these guys every morning and I started tagging along. The mornings turned into sitting at the same lunch table with everyone. Then eventually started hanging out after school to roam the local area and cause harmless chaos. A couple of decades later, and a subset of us are still very close. This type of friendship is really family and has survived a couple of us moving across the country. After high school, more than a few of us ended up at the local community college while pursuing different paths. The shenanigans continued, but we moved to the islands on the river. I will never forget the times out there on those islands, especially in the earlier days when Dusty was not drinking and performing field sobriety tests on the rest of us. I don't think a single one of us passed those tests. We would sit around the massive bonfires we would build, and he would share with us the stories of the night shifts on the job as a police officer. Captivated by our friend telling us of the people he would encounter while we were still finding our way through our college career. Once community college ended, a couple of us moved to Orlando for UCF. This did not stop us from seeing Dusty. We would drive up when he was not on shift at Cocoa Beach Blue. I have a lot of great memories with him visiting us. Most visits were coming up to hang out, drink, and catch up. Maybe hit up the bars here downtown. One of my favorite things we used to do was to stay up all night and wait for our friend Chris to get off of work. Chris worked overnight shifts. It was our goal to start drinking when he left for his shift and have a beer in our hands when he came back to the blue. It was rough and I almost didn't stay awake on those nights, but it was worth it to see Chris's face when he came home knowing that we stayed up his entire shift. Through those nights, we occupied our time with sharing our knowledge of each other. I would show Dusty discrete mathematics and computer science algorithms on the large whiteboard in our apartment dining room. Dusty would teach me how to incapacitate an unruly person with a single brush of paint, using me as the test dummy. After a few runs of picking myself off the floor, I usually headed for the fridge to grab us another run. I feel like my instructor had an unfair advantage with the years of training since I could never get the upper hand. Dusty has always been the guy that has had your back. Loyal, honest, a hard worker, and is always ready to hop on Xbox to catch up on life. When he met Brandi, we all knew that she was very special to him. What truly stands out about Dusty and Brandi is how much stronger they are together. They lift each other up, they protect what matters, and they never stop working towards the future they want as a family. They've already built such a solid foundation for their kids, showing them what love looks like through teamwork and being present for each other every day. Their children get to grow up watching two parents who care deeply, who support one another, and who are committed to growing side by side. And that is one of the greatest gifts any child could ever have. Today is not just a wedding. It's a promise to keep choosing each other every day of their lives, to keep loving, laughing, smiling, and working together as a family. Even when life gets tough, chaotic, and noisy from the input of all the other things that are less important. At this time, I'd like everyone to join me to finish toast to Dusty and Brandi with the waters. May your love be larger than any challenge that comes your way, and may you always remember what brought you together in the first place.
Cheers.